Hey guys, I feel a little compelled to make a video to talk about what has happened in the last week. But also in the last week, I have gotten more calls, texts, emails from friends and families and relatives asking about what they should invest in, more so than I would say I've ever had in my entire career. And I think I can kind of speak from a position of experience here that maybe more so others may not. So just as a background, in 2009, I became a professional day trader. I worked for a small brokerage out in Orange County, and we day traded on behalf of large retail as well as institutional accounts. And when I first got started in the industry, I was excited. I learned everything there was to know about technical analysis, fundamental analysis. I read. I worked my way up to even being featured as a commentary analyst on CNN Money, and I thought I could beat the markets. And of course, in those 3 years, I did not beat the markets, and got my ass handed to me a few times. And so that's the main reason I wanted to make this video, is because so many people have been reaching out, and I think so many people are starting their journey into investments that I think it's important that they hear this from someone who's kind of gone down that path. Now, by no means am I an ultra experienced trader or investor. It's been 12 years I've been doing this. I'm fairly young, but there's many people that have been doing this for 30 years and will probably say the same exact thing. And that is, you cannot, well, let me take that back. You probably won't beat the markets, especially in the long run. You may have a good year. You may even have a couple good years. But in the long run, the odds of you beating the markets consistently are slim to none. In fact, 85% of professional fund managers, that are institutional fund managers that control billions of dollars, sometimes trillions, do not beat their benchmark in any single year, let alone consistently beat the benchmark. And so I say that to the new investor, and there have been 10 million new retail investors that have opened up investment accounts in the year 2020. I think that's a compilation of people are not working, they're not traveling, they're at home, they've got a little bit of extra money, and so they're starting their journey into trading the stock market, which I think is great. I think it's important that you have some skin in the game, and you learn about the basics of finance, the basics of investing, taking a look at a balance sheet, understanding the fundamentals of a stock, what makes it go down, what makes it go up. All that's important. But for you to think that you can get rich quick or that you can make a ton of money doing this, unless you're extremely lucky, it's not going to happen. Odds are it's not going to happen. And so people ask me, well, then, why would I hire a financial advisor like you to manage my money? And I say, listen, you don't hire me to try to beat the markets. That's not my job. In fact, I cannot beat the markets. What I can do is make sure that you have the proper risk allocation, that you have enough money saved for your retirement, that you're doing it in the most tax efficient manner. My job is not to try to pick and choose which stocks and time this and time that. And anyone who claims that they can do that for you is probably lying. And so I just want to end with this. For all those people who have been reaching out and asking, what should I invest in? What are your thoughts on this? I say, listen, every investor is going to lose money. And I think it's an important lesson that you kind of have to go through in the grand scheme of things. So with that being said, make sure that you are only putting the amount of money that you feel comfortable with if you were to lose it. Meaning it's not money that you depend on. It's definitely not retirement money, because remember, the retirement money is long-term, that is just invested in mutual funds. You should not be trading those. But for after-tax money that you have, some discretionary disposable income, if you want to get invested, by all means. But be careful and don't get cocky. I know a lot of people have been seeing what's going on with GameStop. They think, and they may have even had some nice home runs and made a good amount of money. That's great. But if you think that that is how the market's going to be every single year, you're in for a rude awakening. I went through it. And I think most investors have to go through it. And I'm hoping that this video just kind of sounds the alarm for those who may be getting a little too cocky and for those who may think that this is easy. Because if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. So share this video, guys, if you think that someone that you know is kind of getting a little cocky, maybe having some tremendous returns, and they think that, man, I can do this. I can make money doing this. Just take it from me, someone who's gone through the ups and downs of the markets, someone who is in the markets every single day for the past 12 years. I'm a man of statistics, and the odds are not on your side. So be careful, but good luck.